Okay, welcome everybody to another Capital Tech LinkedIn Live. Today we have Dr. Najam Hassan, who is the Department Chair for Computer Science at Capital Technology University. And I'm Dr. Bradford Sims. I'm the president of Capital Tech. So, Dr. Hassan, welcome to Capital Tech's LinkedIn Live.
Thank you. Excited to be here.
Well, we got a few questions about the department, computer science, artificial intelligence, which is our newest programs here at Capital Tech at the bachelor's, master's, and doctorate. But why don't you take a couple of minutes and tell everybody listening a little bit about your background before coming to Capital Tech?
So my background is like started in IT field back in 88. My first computer was a Commodore 64, which I guess I share with you. And I've been in IT since then. I have a bachelor's and master's in computer science. My master's from Johns Hopkins. I have a PhD in business analytics and decision sciences. And recently, as everyone knows, that a lot of uh, things are happening on the AI front. So I've been involved in AI a lot. So it has been more than 30 years that I'm in IT field. Most of my experience is in the industry. I have worked as solution architect, programmer, developer, and project manager as well. So
Excellent, excellent. So, yeah, we do have the Commodore 64 in common. Um, I don't know about you, but I bought the model with the cassette drive, and then a
yeah,
year later bought the floppy drive. So I advanced. It was a good time.
yeah, I have used both of them. Mostly for games, but also learned basic programming on it.
Well, so we've advanced quite a bit since then, and now with the Department of Computer Science, your newest degree program is the bachelor's degree in artificial intelligence, which we've added here at Capital Tech. And actually, it is the first bachelor's degree in artificial intelligence in the state of Maryland. And with that bachelor's degree, you just launched a AI Center of Excellence. Why don't you talk a little bit about the mission for your Center of Excellence for AI?
So the idea behind AI Center of Excellence, or I'm calling it ACE for short, but the idea behind it was that we had this degree that we are very proud of, BS in AI, first in Maryland, MHEC approved. So we wanted to make sure that we remain up to date with the AI curriculum that we have in the degree. So we needed the help of experts out in the industry and making sure that we are up to date with that. Other than that, we are also part of, and we'll talk a little bit more in detail later, but NIST has created this AI Safety Institute Consortium. We are part of that, trying to make sure that AI is safe for people to use and it's good for society. So we also needed to make sure that we make a meaningful contribution towards that. Keeping all that in view, we needed a platform from where Capital Technology University can handle all these aspects of AI. And that was the main reason behind AI Center of Excellence. Idea is to make sure we have innovative research going on. We're looking at education. We're also talking to industry partners, collaborating with them, uh, and to be able to keep up to date with what is happening with AI. That was the main idea. So we have been talking to different technology partners, looking into possible technology incubators for AI startups, and a lot of different projects are starting up here. We have created an advisory board, which is an incredible advisory board, have a lot of background in AI, and they are all very eager to contribute towards what's happening at Capital Technology University. We have had one meeting already, and we are taking action based on that advice, and we are meeting pretty much every 6 weeks. So the idea that's the whole point of mission of AI ACE, that make sure that we are up to date with the innovations that are happening in AI.
Excellent, excellent. Let's switch a little bit to the five pillars: research and educational excellence, industry collaboration, ethical and responsible AI, and community engagement. How does this impact AI as an emerging field?
So those are the five things that we looked at when we were creating AI Center of Excellence. We want to make sure that our research is up to date and cutting edge research. We have PhD in AI, we have a master's in AI, and now we have a BS in AI. So we wanted to make sure that there's a pipeline and all the various students and faculty is working together to do the research, and the education side of it, that our curriculum is up to date. So making sure that whatever that, like all these different open source tools that are coming out in the field, we want to make sure that we are up to date with that. And whatever the new technology is in AI, we want to try it out. So we are in the process of creating a good infrastructure for AI, and we are starting different projects on it. So that's the basic idea behind research and educational excellence side of things. On the industry collaboration, we are talking to different companies where in different capacities, in whether it is if they provide some kind of education from professional education they are providing in the industry, we want them to come here and provide that through Capital Technology University. That helps us and helps them as well. If they are an AI startup, we would like them to be we would like to be the tech incubator for them. They can utilize our students, our students work with them. That is again a win-win. Our students learn latest applications of AI, and they get well-trained, educated workforce. Ethical and responsible AI, and the current feeling out there is that a lot of people feel a little um, anxious about AI. And whenever somebody asks me, I always say it's scary, but it's scary kind of like you're sitting in a roller coaster. So it's exciting, scary. And this is where, yes, there can be issues, and that's where it's very critical that we work with AI to make sure it is being used ethically and responsible AI. So first off, to get the responsible AI side of it, AI has to be explainable of how AI took a decision. And that's once you, now there are new algorithms that can be used which explain the basis of a decision when AI takes a decision. And we use that to make sure that AI is responsible. And within that topic, we have like bias, whether any kind of bias based on ethnicity or anything else needs to be avoided. You want to make sure that all the output, any hate is not part of it. So that's the responsible AI part of it. The ethical AI is again making sure our students are, while they are learning how to make AI and use AI, they understand the difference between what is unethical and what is ethical use of AI. And as far as community engagement, the fifth pillar is that we want to make sure that our community is also learning from using AI and learning of how to use AI. We've been meeting with the government, PG County people. We are involved with PG County. They want to be the AI county. We want to help them achieve that. Um, so hopefully ACE would help us be the AI university we want to be.
What so your Center for Excellence is a small center that has been established in the Capitol Tech's library. It's a very visible place for the campus for all the undergraduate students to see. And I know Several of the students have been working in there. So, could you talk a little bit about maybe this is new? I know this started this year with the center, but maybe what some of our current undergraduate students already have started in projects and what you expect in the future as you build out your center to have future bachelor students in AI do as projects.
So certainly, yeah, we started in on we actually launched it on Pi Day, March 14th, and we have created multiple demos in there, which we're showing with our undergraduate students doing that. Um, some of the interesting projects, other than the demos that we have, I'll talk about the demos as well. But first, I would like to mention, for example, our professor, Dr. Andrew Mary, has done his PhD in AI, and he created a smart algorithm for power management optimization, which uses explainable AI to make sure that power is optimized. That's one of the uh, projects in AI. I personally was teaching last fall a course in advanced machine learning, and a couple of projects that I can think of there is my students made one student made a sign language recognition application. Another one group was working on if a drone is taking pictures of the campus and we have all these different pictures, can we use AI to stitch all these pictures together to create a bigger image? So those are just a couple of examples. And then in our ACE center, we had put in 3, 4 different kinds of demos. For example, one, we are using all these open source tools that are available out there. One is Stable Diffusion. So we use that using Comfy UI, and Max has been instrumental in doing setting up all this. But what that does is generate images. So you can give them prompt and a negative prompt at what do you want and what do you do not want, and it creates incredible images. And you can have different kinds of, you can set up what kind of images you're looking for, whether it's anime or real looking pictures. Um, we have been experimenting with that a lot. You can also provide it a base image and say, turn this image into something else. Like you can create, even nowadays, there is a lot of apps which you can give your image and it creates a LinkedIn profile picture for you. So that's just an example of the kind of things that can be done with Stable Diffusion setup that we have here. Another one is what we call Edge AI. So Edge AI is where you have a library, and using TensorFlow.js, we are running on the browser. So it's not on the back end, it's on the front end, and it's very light. So it takes the live feed from the camera and it recognizes when people are coming in. So it can see, it can identify that people, here's a person, here's a chair, a phone, things of that nature. So it also, the other side of it, it can also create a mesh on your face. So it recognizes where the nose and lips and eyes and the whole um, face, it recognizes for all the people who are standing in front of the camera. So that now goes into the facial recognition part of it, not just recognition, also to the part that where you can even replace somebody's face with some other face. So that's the scary part of it, where people can use the unethical aspects of things, right? You can generate fake stuff, and that's a issue. Another part that we are working on, this was Edge AI part, but we are also doing at another open source library, which is in Python. What that does, it recognizes not only your face, if you provide um, your picture, and then it recognizes you, but also tells you whether you're happy, sad, angry. So that kind of thing. So that's the image capturing and working with that side of it. And then another part, the third set of demo we have is we're using a tool called Olama, and using some of these open source LLMs like Mixtral or Llama 3. So we used Mixtral before. Now we are using Llama 3, where you are running the LLM on your own computer. So the idea that data can be copied, or there can be data privacy issues with AI when you're using, say ChatGPT or Claude. So instead of that, since your LLM is running locally on your computer, and you can just disconnect the internet if you want, and that helps you take care of that aspect of it.
Excellent. Sounds like a lot of good stuff. I think there's going to be a lot of our students interested in coming over from other majors to work together in the Center for Excellence. The the job market too, of course, for AI is on a major upswing. I mean, we know that cybersecurity, there's not enough students to fill the job market by any means, and AI looks to me, whenever you look at the current openings for people with AI skill sets, is just growing exponentially. So, good thing for our undergraduates, of course, at Capital Tech is that they really don't have to worry about getting their first job or having a great career. I mean, for those of you listening, the undergraduates, all the programs here at Capital Tech, we guarantee our undergraduate students on campus two guarantees. One is that if they don't make $52,000 a year starting salary upon graduation, that we cover their and their parents' quarterly loan payments till they exceed that. And the other thing is we have a commitment to all of our undergraduates that if they don't have a career in their field within 90 days of graduation, they could come back for free and get a certificate in another area. And we can do that because Capital Tech only really provides programs and degrees that are in industry demand areas. And so our students have lots of internships, lots of job opportunities out there as well. So let's switch real quick to our master's degree in computer science here at Capital Tech. So we've had a master's degree in computer science for many years. It's in a initially it's been in a online synchronous format where you have an instructor delivering it over the internet to students across the US and across the world. And starting this fall, in fall of 24, we have opened that up to on-ground students who wish to also be full-time on-campus computer science students, and it's also available to international students. It has so those who want to get an F1 visa can apply and come stay in campus and access the master's degree in computer science either here on ground, or they can, of course, be at home and participate in our synchronous delivery. So could you talk a little bit about what are, if you're, especially if you're international, or even if you're coming from across the U.S., our on-ground students in computer science, what, besides computer science, a little bit of the flavor of the program they'll be uh, being involved with whenever they come here, of the degree and what they may learn or may have the opportunity to specialize in?
Sure. So in our master's degree as well, based on what the industry trends are and what are how things are in the industry, we have made some changes as well. So now we have like 5 core courses, and then the other 5 are more specialty tracks, that kind of thing. So you can select what kind of courses you intend to take. So in the core courses, we are covering, we want to make sure that those are the courses where everybody understands that those topics, such as cloud computing, artificial intelligence, the basics of artificial intelligence everybody should know. Same thing, cybersecurity. So those are the things we have it in core courses. And then we have 3 different tracks that you can choose any one of them. You can choose AI and data science, cybersecurity, software engineering. So that gives you what is out there in the industry, and you are ready to go out and start working in the industry with the knowledge that you need. What opportunities I'm looking forward to having the master students on campus, uh, especially for ACE as well, so that they can help us develop these projects, work on research projects, and work on with us in with the PhD students as well, to make sure that we have a whole pipeline, giving our bachelor students the help they need, providing them guidelines, and also working with PhD students on various research projects. So hopefully they should have hands-on learning, and would be collaborating with the faculty and also the industry partners, so they will be ready to go out and work in the industry.
So in the Masters of Computer Science, which you can go to our website, captechu.edu, and click on Masters of Computer Science to read about it. What, I guess, there's some specific areas that you might feel like you could uh, kind of focus on technically. Could you just highlight those areas outside the Masters in Computer Science that you could take those classes in?
Outside the master,
Well, within the master's degree, but there was some tracks or specialty areas that you could take classes, I think,
right, right.
across different areas. So you don't, it's not one generic degree of computer science. There are some areas that you can specialize in.
Right. So the three tracks right now we have is, one is artificial intelligence and data science, the other is cybersecurity and software engineering. The third one is software engineering. So, and it's not that if for some reason you decide you don't want to take one track, you can also mix and match the different courses. We want to we have made it, the tracks are, if you take all the courses from particular track, that makes you an expert in that particular track. But if you want to make sure that you cover all these topics, and make sure you understand enough about each topic, you can do that as well.
Excellent. So it really does give you ability to kind of focus on your interests within computer science in different area, or just have a kind of a general feel of it. Again, it's something that you can choose at the master's degree in computer science to do on campus or online synchronously. If you reside in the U.S., of course, it's pretty easy to get approval and come to campus. Starting this fall is whenever the on-campus version is available. If you are an international student, you want to apply as soon as possible, because depending on where you live, sometimes the visa process can take a really long time, and sometimes it's not so bad. So just be in mind, application wise, depending on where you live, if you want to come to campus, a visa can take a long time. Certainly, if you want to apply and you're taking the course synchronously, you can live anywhere in the world and be admitted and participate from wherever you are in your office or at home in the master's degree. We do also have a PhD in computer science that's completely online. Anywhere in the world you can study. We have doctoral students that are in every continent in the world except Antarctica, studying in our doctoral degree programs. So we have graduates from many countries around the world. And if you want to take a look at the different choices, again, of the doctoral areas, besides PhD in artificial intelligence, PhD in computer science, there's a myriad of other degree programs we have at the doctoral level, and they are completely online, and you don't have to come to campus to study the doctoral degrees. So I know we're getting close to the end of our LinkedIn Live. Is there any kind of closing thoughts that you like to provide the listeners?
Oh, I just want to mention that, like, we're talking about ACE and international students. So I'm hoping, and on-ground students and international students. The international students are allowed to work 20 hours on campus. So hopefully, I'm hoping that pretty soon we'll have research assistants, or people, these masters international students would be able to work on our success center for tutoring other students. So eh, eh, looking forward to having a lot of projects and hopefully talking to some companies as well, which will start their tech incubators and AI startups here, and which will involve our students as well.
Yeah, the bachelor's degree and the master's degree have the options for international students to study on campus. Uh, but I believe at the master's degree level, if you are an international student, you could apply for an extending visa that allows you to work in the U.S. for a short period of time after you graduate. I'm not the expert. Our missions folks would tell you about that, but um, otherwise, again, there's the option for studying online at the master's and doc in the computer science AI realm. The bachelor's degree in artificial intelligence and bachelor's degree in computer science are only on ground on campus here in Laurel, Maryland. And Capital Tech is located right between Washington, D.C. and Baltimore, Maryland. We're closest to the Baltimore Washington airport if you come to visit us and you're not from the area. But it's only a short drive, about 20 minutes from the airport. So we welcome people to come to campus and visit and see us in person. Um, Dr. Hassan, if you go to to the degree websites, you can click on information. His email's there. He's happy to discuss your potential future with one of the degree programs. So feel free to do that. And you can always get in contact with our missions department if you're interested in one of these programs, or again, if you want to discuss something with Dr. Hassan before you decide to come here. So I want to thank everybody today for taking a few minutes with this Cap Tech Live with Dr. Hassan, our department chair of computer science here at Capital Technology Universities. So thank you, everybody.
Thank you.